Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to give my honest review of the DJI Ronin S that I used at a wedding on Saturday. And I am reviewing it with using a heavier camera, so take that into consideration if you are looking to buy a DJI Ronin S. So let's just move this off the screen for a little bit. It's probably in the way. Just put it down there. So, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I release a video every Monday, and I literally film it on the Monday and put it out there, upload it straight to YouTube. So, I filmed not only my first wedding of the season on Saturday. Here in the UK, we actually had Storm Dennis as well. So it was a little bit annoying. Lovely venue. It was one of those venues that I always wanted to film at here in South Wales. Sort of once I started getting into wedding videography, and it rained pretty much the whole day. Strong winds. Even local areas, a little bit of flooding as well. I was lucky to get there and back sort of with no problems. And if you've watched my previous videos, and if you are one of my subscribers, thank you for that, by the way. You'll know that about 2 weeks ago I bought the Ronin S, pretty much about 2 years behind everyone else. But I bought the Ronin S. I usually use, I've got it here, my glide cam. But I bought the Ronin S and I thought I'd try it out on Saturday's wedding. And for the 30 odd subscribers that I do have, you may notice I've changed location. Where the TV was where I used to have my desk. I thought I'd have a little office move around, little refresh, and I quite like it. So I might even give a little office tour next week or the week after. Just sort of let you guys know my YouTube setup, how I've got my camera, I've got 1, 2 and 3 lights there. My iMac here is slightly blocking one of the lights. That's why I've sort of kept it there. You can't see on the camera, but I've got all my bags and stuff there. So yeah, I think I'll give a little office tour. And one of the reasons why I'm sitting here is it feels more open to my right here. That's where you sort of come in, and I'm not sort of face up against a wall. And I'm looking forward to sort of editing my first wedding in the new location. I've got a window there as well, sort of block it off for these YouTube videos, but get a bit of natural light in as well. So anyway, let's get back to why you're here. So like I said, I've got if I turn here, it's because I've got my bits of equipment on the floor. So I'm going to get straight to the point. I probably won't use the Ronin S at a wedding again. Yeah, I said it. I'm not going to do it. I'm glad I bought it. I've definitely got it in my kit, and as some of you know, I film about 15 to 20 weddings a year. The other stuff I do is other like video production related projects. So I can definitely see a usage there. But for a wedding, I won't use it. So the sort of shots that I like to have, what I usually use my glide cam for, and what I used the Ronin S for, were after they got married, coming down the aisle. I like to sort of walk with them. Confetti shots, and sometimes on their sort of romantic couple shots, and I do use it for sort of dress reveal, dress shots. You know, I try and like come around corners and just get a bit of movement in there. But I've got some great tips on if you haven't got a glide cam or some sort of gimbal / stabilizer. Great ways of getting smoother footage. I'm gonna film that video probably in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. Because what I find at weddings is I prefer to have minimal kit now. Literally one camera, monopod. I always have my B cam on a little tripod, lightweight, but literally only get that out at the ceremony and speeches. I was lucky that this wedding I had a second shooter with me, so I didn't even set up that third camera for the speeches. Had it at the ceremony, but not for the speeches. So I like to get quite minimalistic at weddings. And the best thing about this glide cam is I've got a quick release plate on here. So literally the tripod camera plate that I have on the camera slots straight onto the monopod, and then take it off there, slide it straight in there. Literally real quick balancing, and I can straight away after the ceremony, if they've got the coming down the aisle shot and the confetti shot straight after that, I'm there, and then again I'll go straight onto the monopod. So what I found with the Ronin S was there was no... I didn't have any decent quick release plates. I actually unscrewed the tripod legs for the ceremony, stuck a plate on there, and stuck that on my monopod. And I was literally on the monopod with this, and it was just way too over the top. It just wasn't working well. You're relying on the motors on here. It was just like sort of another thing to worry about. And maybe more practice with it, I might feel more comfortable, but I was just not feeling it. It did get quite heavy after a while, and the bad weather didn't help, especially when I went out on the couple shots. Because of the awkwardness switching between the monopods and this, I just went out with this in the wind and rain, and I was having a right nightmare. Did get some nice shots, but we weren't out there long, and it honestly it was too much hassle. And then we came straight in from the couple shot. They're doing their speeches straight before dinner, and I had to quickly. I was like, right, I'm getting rid of that. Change the base plate. Get it on the monopod. Whilst doing that, setting up the audio, I had a direct link in using my Zoom H5. So if you haven't seen that video, I've got a video on how to plug the H5 or sort of any sort of audio recorder straight into the soundboard from the venue. And the best thing about this venue is there was no feedback. They all use the mic, because sometimes they go, oh, you can all hear me, don't need the mic. And then you're like, no, keep the mic because I've got the direct feed. But as usual, like I always say, you got your backups anyway. And my second shooter had I think it's the Sony TX650s or something like that, which I'm looking to get a couple now, along with my sort of Zoom F1s and other sort of Zoom H1s. They were on every speaker as well, so we had our backups there. But anyway, I felt rushed. I felt it wasn't easy. I was sort of worrying about the Ronin S. I was in bride prep at one stage, trying to do the dress reveal, the dress shots, and the photographer had hung the dress up nicely, and there's me fiddling around with the Ronin, trying to get it balanced, and stuff like that. And it was just all my honest opinion is it was just too much waste of time, efforts. You can get similar shots without it. It's great having the kits, and I know some of you might be there thinking, oh, I want to buy the Ronin S. I was really excited getting it, but actually using it on the day, I'm going to switch straight back to my glide cam. And speaking of this, I am going to do another video talking about these two. Maybe not so much for wedding related stuff, but just comparing the two, and how operating them, especially if I sometimes film videos for small businesses, nice little promo videos, and I can definitely see a usage for the Ronin S on those sort of events, but weddings, no. And yeah, just keep things simple. No need to overcomplicate things. So if you are just filming weddings and you're thinking of getting some kit, I personally would save my money and invest it into audio, because audio is just as important as the video. You know, get yourself. I can't express this enough on decent audio and having backups of that as well. So that might involve having 6 to 8 audio recorders, but that's what you need at weddings, because you sometimes just hit record on all these devices, not worry about it, knowing there's backups. If the person who's doing the speech is walking around, you know that you're not relying on a microphone that's just sitting on the table. You've got your backups. So if you are thinking of buying some sort of stabilizer for weddings, I wouldn't buy any. I would invest that into audio gear and subscribe to my channel, because in a couple of weeks I'm going to give you some great tips on getting stabilized footage for free. Just some simple techniques that will help you smooth out those shots without spending 500 odd quid on some sort of stabilizer or gimbal. So if you did like my video, please like it, subscribe to my channel. I've got, like I always say, I've got some great content coming out every Monday. I've got so much stuff that I want to film. I'm almost tempted to 2 to 3 times a week, but just with sort of my workload, I like how this channel's going with the once a week. Obviously, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I run my own business. I've got a young family. I've got a 3-year-old and an almost 9-month-old, 2 daughters. You know, things are busy. So the once a week at the moment is working perfect with me, and I hope you're liking it as well. So like I said, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.